Chief, what happened out here?
So this afternoon at 2:13, we received a call for service of a fight that was occurring here in the intersection of Main and Hill. And during that fight, apparently an individual was shot. Officers responded to the scene. As we responded, residents called and reported information about that a vehicle had fled the area and was headed in towards Brentwood. We notified Brentwood PD that in fact this event had occurred, that a vehicle, we gave them the basic description of the vehicle that we received, and we placed Gehringer School in lockdown just in case that something was going on until officers arrived here at the scene. Officers arrived here at the scene. They found an individual who suffered a gunshot wound to the head. The individual was given medical attention. He's actually life-flighted off to John Muir Medical Center. At this point here, the injuries the individual suffered was a single gunshot wound to the face.
Is the suspect known to Oakley PD? I was questioning the victim.
At this point here, I'm not aware of who the victim is or what their name is, and the idea is that we're still in the early phases of our investigation, certainly.
Was social media involved in this? Because I heard that it had to do with Snapchat or something?
There was a part of this investigation that relates to a social media contact between two individuals, but the idea is this: we haven't been able to verify any of that yet.
Was there drugs involved at all in this?
There's nothing to indicate that at this point here that there is or isn't an involvement in that.
Is the school still on lockdown?
So once we had the scene itself secure, officers were sent to the school. We coordinated with the principal of the school to do the unlock, and actually it's the end of the school day, so the timing associated to it was parents were already there when we went into lockdown, and so now there's officers there who are facilitating the release of children from the school.
Was this gang related at all?
That's all unknown at this point here.
So exactly where did this start at?
So as far as our event that we know of at this point here, everything's confined to this corner here behind us.
And where are we?
So we're at the intersection of Main and Hill here in the city of Oakley.
And the suspect left the scene heading towards Brentwood. Is that why you notified them?
Got into a vehicle and fled in that direction.
Okay. And do you have any information from Brentwood whether they've
the vehicle,
anyone?
We haven't done anything. We haven't received any information from anybody about the vehicle being found yet.
Is the victim over 18?
I'm not. I have no information about the victim at all. Understanding that we're in the initial moments of this event.
Do we know why they ended up right here?
Again, all part of the investigation, and at this point here, the only thing we know is the call for service that we have, and now the officers and investigators are going through and interviewing people here, and we'll gain more of that information as we go longer into the event itself.
Okay.
Cool.